Check. Check. 1, 2. Check. Check. Ooh, that sounds all right.
Yeah.
Check. Check. Should I risk moving it forward, do you think? Check. Check. 1. Check. Check. 2. Check. 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 1. Check. 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 1. Check. 2. Check. 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 Wow, that's awesome. That's so great. Lovely. Is that? I think so, right? Is that a good spot for this?
That's great. Yeah.
Cool. Wait, try the side mic real quick.
Well, let me tighten this real quick. Let's see.
So we're to the inside.
Don't you just love the way the mandolin sounds?
It's pretty great, isn't it?
I mean, the mandolin period, don't you? I just like, I play it and it's like, man, this is great. It seems like not a ton. There we go.
Should do an A/B test, like see what it sounds like on each one.
It's a little wetter, right?
Yeah, it sounds a bit like nicer on the right mic. The stage is left.
Hey, Dan, you play this?
This is like a digital
What?
board, though. I'm not sure how to EQ.
Sounds good.
That sounds good on that.
More rhythm.
Mine does.
Did you play this?
Yeah, nice.
I figured out how to do some EQing. If one of you guys want to come out here and listen. You guys are band players, so.
Doesn't matter. It sounds fine to me.
You guys
I mean,
sound good.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
yeah. Do you want to try some?
Well, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Yeah, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. 'Cause another man got my woman and gone. Well, I got these blues wearing out the soles of my shoes.
I think we should maybe try to bring it out for a second. Okay?
Sure. I didn't move. How's it going?
Well, I got these blues wearing out the soles of my shoes. Yeah, I got these blues wearing out the soles of my shoes. One man left me with the doggone blues. Yeah, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Yeah, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky. 'Cause another man's got my woman and gone.
Shall I keep going, Nate? I guess so. It's not. Yeah. Ooh. F. It sounds like it's also present high F. Ooh. Do you want me to? Did you just change something? No, it's still there.
Just sing that note into the mic.
Ba ba. Check, check, check. Sounds like it might. No, it's still pretty much pretty present. Ooh. That's all good. We certainly can move it back a foot if you want.
Let's try this one more time.
Yep, great. Yeah, it's still there. I'll keep doing this until you tell me to stop. Just let me know when you've enjoyed as much as you can. Well, it's like 440, and then this is 220, so it's like, I don't know, 400 or 380.
Okay.
You want to try that?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, keep singing. It's still kind of ringing.
Yeah, but it's not as lively, I think.
Yeah.
The news is out all over town. What's the matter?
Here. Yeah. Do that one more time.
The T-Band seen.
I mean, maybe the other mics real quick just to see if that's the problem.
No.
Sounds good.
Not as much.
Yeah.
This mic sounds great, man. It's not really taking off. It's just a little lively.
Yeah.
And if it's the same thing with that up there, but like
Sing it again.
twice as much. What's up? Boom, doo, doo. It sounds a little better. Technically, we could play a song in F and it would still work. Doesn't seem like it's taking off. Beg your pardon?
Is that volume good enough for the sound mics, you think?
I don't know. It's pretty lively. Up high.
Maybe move back.
Yep, let's try it.
Move back to
Check, check, check. Is that better? It is better, for sure.
tone is gone, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it's a little ringy still. But
It's a little ringy. Check, check, check. Let's go. It's that same thing. So what would that be, like 880 times 2?
That's as well up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if I can mess with the.
But I don't think it'd be 880. It'd be like the double of that, wouldn't it be? 60. It'd be like
It would be, let's try 880.
like 1760, right?
It was a year, so I mean, try it again. Give me that hot one.
I think it's fine, man. Nobody's gonna be playing like that close on the mandolin to that. We'll be here, and it's like,
Yeah. You guys want to get a bass line for the DI? Channel 4. Then we need it. Sorry. I'm happy to like do a bit more frequency work. I just need to have some sort of device that can read what it is. There's a frequency chart on Google or something. If you wanted to pull it up, my phone's just totally dead. So.
On Google, or should I just download the app?
Yeah, sure. If you want to get the app too. Yeah, my guess is the bass is gonna be totally fine without it.
That sounds really fun.
It's like a hollow stage or something.
You want to do Lonesome Field?
Yeah, man.
Sure. Kick it off. Okay, yeah, sure.
What is it called? Frequency? Generator? Analyzer? Detector?
Yeah, it's a frequency detector. That's good. And I'll go do that after we're done with this.
Is that what we're talking about? Sonic?
Yeah, that looks good. I don't really know the name of the app. There's probably a lot of different ones.
It's just $3 one.
Expensive one.
Well, whenever it says jet, it's like they're gonna get you more for later, right?
Could be, yeah. All right, shot.
It's a lonesome feeling when you're traveling down a lonesome road, down a lonesome road. Nobody cares a thing about you. It's a heavy load, it's a heavy load.
I definitely feel like the bass is gonna be good.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
we're
bass
having-
isn't even plugged in, so it's like the bass isn't even plugged in. So yeah, I can play a little quieter. Yeah.
So, probably do DI then?
Yeah, I don't think so. I'll pack up the bass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's for now. It's okay. I'm gonna get back out there, and we're gonna do a little bit of frequency ringing out.
Killer.
Sweet. How's that app looking, Joe? Yeah. Once I know where we're at, I think I'll be able to.
I wonder if we could push these back ever so slightly.
There's lights back there.
Oh,
But I think
yeah.
what we might want to think about doing is
I think we'll be able to push the mics back once we do this.
Should we move the lights a bit?
I think you want them there.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
I would guess. A little bit.
Yeah,
Once they catch on fire.
that'll be terrible.
Boy.
That's the way to. There we go.
I love this show because it's always like the stakes are high, people are showing up, and then actually what the fuck they're doing with
Oh, what's that?
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna kind of bring the mic up. Just play something and do it. We're gonna stop it one time. 175. That was helpful. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, David.
Can you guys?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Are the mics pushed back forward again?
No.
They're not. You want to
Let's push it forward. And try to
check, check, check. How's this now? Check, check, check. Woo. That's not very active. Nice job.
No, I haven't done anything yet.
Huh. Check, check. Check, check, check. It's interesting. It's funny, man. It changed from F to slightly F sharp. Well, that kind of bodes poorly for playing in the key of D, doesn't it? Door to go. Check, check, check. Yeah, that's much better. How about this one? Woo. 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 I don't think it's that bad, man. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to gun it a bit more, see if we get
Is that good for you? Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check. I said I left a sweatshirt there for you. Check, check, check. But if you can move it if you want it. Check, check, check. Woo! Woo! There's something. Woo! That really high E wants to take off. But it's not that one. It's like an octave or two up from that. Yeah, that's better. But the F is kind of still. Yep.
We might just not be able to get that one. It's pretty loud.
That's better. You definitely fixed that note. Hello. Check, check, check. One time, yeah, it's a little lively when we're talking. Check, check, check.
Or live in general.
Check, check, check.
Yeah, now that much I can do after.
Yeah, it's fine. Is it? It's not really taking off.
Yeah. Someone can just kind of watch it. Yeah. But you can do the time for it. But yes. I mean, definitely for him on one side. Yeah, there's no one else here, and and then this one is a high E, 665 with a bit more width too, because the fruiting kernel happens in there. So both of those seem to help. Yeah. I'm Nate. Nice to meet you. Thanks so much.
Hello. Oh, hey. Hi. Welcome to, I'm being too intense. Welcome to this thing that we're doing together. I'm going to have a more formal introduction in a minute, but first I want to introduce someone who I've known for more than half my life, a lot of my life. I don't know how old we are now, but we were much younger when we knew each other. And his name is Silas Haggerty, and this is where you applaud. Very briefly about Silas. He will tell you about this place and he'll tell you about this thing, but as far as people I know who've taken their heart and their love and poured it back into their community, this person wins every gold medal, every award. He's one of the most fantastic people. And he's right here. So here's Silas Haggerty.
All right. It's a big night tonight for us. This is one of my favorite shows of the year. And we have 7, I'm a filmmaker. We have 7, it's never happened in the history of the Keys of Falls Theater, cameras rolling at the same time. So we've got Knack Factory, who's been a huge supporter, one of our biggest leading sponsors of our film school that runs every year. So I'm super honored that they're filming a really, really rad video of the concert. And then we've also got Nate, Sean, and Katie, local youth from the area, who are doing a first ever live broadcast from Keys Falls. So that's a pretty big deal. So all over the world, you could be in Mali, Africa watching this right now. You could be all over the place. So that's an exciting, Keezer goes to the world on YouTube and smoothfeather.com if you want to see it now or later. And I just want to start tonight. Many of you, if you were here last year, many of you are stars in a movie. We kind of hit you guys up last year. We're like, hey, we're making a movie with our film school that's happening in a couple weeks. And last year we said, can you guys help us with a crowd scene in a theater? And you guys completely rocked it and blew us away with your standing ovation for all of these young musicians on stage. So we're going to watch that short film right now because many of you are in that movie. And it's a great way to kick it off. So quick plug to our nonprofit Smooth Feather Youth. We do a lot of stuff, take kids out into the wilderness. You have to turn off your phones. And we get out into the wilderness, do a lot of excursions that way. Thank you to our patrons who support us with monthly pledges. You get a sweet t-shirt. $5 a month gets you a t-shirt. You can sign up in the lobby if you're at all inspired. All the donations tonight, half of them go to the film school and our programming, and half go to the sponsorship for String Camp to sponsor musicians. So if you're inspired to donate, that goes to keeping this whole dream alive for all of us. And am I forgetting anything? I'm just really excited, and this is really rad to have everybody in this theater. Oh, and it's being live streamed to the church right next door, because I always hate turning people away. We had to close the doors maybe 20 minutes ago. So all the people, there's an overflow venue, people watching us next door in another building right now. So I haven't got much sleep the last few days thinking of all the worst case scenarios. They haven't happened yet. I'm hoping they can see this and hear this right now. So next up, we'll drop the screen and show A Chance to Stand, which has been an amazing film and won the Audience Award at the Boston International Kids Film Festival. So very exciting.
Talking trash, bro? I'm talking trash about your mom, bro. Stop! Aaron, get up! Come on, get off me! Don't. Can somebody get him over here? Let's go.
Eric, you can't keep doing this. Look, we'll conclude our investigation this afternoon, but for right now, you have to go home. You can't be here. Which parent should I call? Who's able to come get you?
My dad's not around, and I don't know about Mom.
Okay, look, I'm gonna have Deputy Jones give you a ride home. I'll give her a call and she'll come get you.
Okay.
So what happened today?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? I heard there was a fight.
Yeah.
Do you not want to talk to me? You don't want to answer anything?
Mom! Mama! Yo, what are you doing in my house?
I'm your next door neighbor. I'm the keyboard guy who plays the keyboard for a band. I just heard, just walking by, and I heard you tapping on those pans, and that reminded me of our situation with a drummer. We need a drummer.
Dude, I don't know who you think I am, but I'm not interested.
Sure.
Yes.
Get going now.
Yeah, you do that. What?
Hi. You want to hear us play? You want to know why I need a drummer?
If I listen to one song, will you leave me alone?
Maybe. Alright, you won't regret it. Guys, I found the drummer.
Not a drummer.
So Sean had mentioned something about hearing you banging around on pots and pans.
I'm just here to hear a song, okay?
Alright.
So are you guys gonna play or not?
Sure. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you
Hold up. Whoa. Alright, whoa.
Wow, we suck.
Yeah.
Where'd you get this photo?
That's legendary Butch Toll.
We should get Butch Toe to help us.
Will he even talk to us?
It's worth a shot.
This is true. Let's go.
All right.
Eric, you coming?
Guess so.
Hello.
Hi, we just started a band and we really need some help. Do you mind helping us?
Well, you know, it's been like 6 years since I've done that, and I'm really not into that no more. I'm more into motorcycles than anything else now.
Please, we...
Hey, what are you doing here?
I don't know.
You don't know? What are you, the drummer or something?
No, I'm not.
No?
I'm not a drummer.
You're not a drummer, huh?
No, we're out of drummer.
You're out of
Have
drummer?
one. Yeah.
So what do you need me for?
We just need help band-wise. We're not the greatest at the
You're
moment.
not the greatest, huh?
No.
Okay, I might be able to give you half an hour or something like that, you know. Would that be all right with you?
Yeah, how do
All
you
right.
two know each other?
And what are you doing here?
I'm just, I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's my nephew.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's my nephew. Okay?
All right. Yeah.
I know you want to just go, don't you?
I was wondering if you could help me and my band with my vocals for the variety show.
Ma, me, me, mo, moo.
Hey, there's a band down here on Oak Street in Keyser Falls. They need a little help. You think you could show up? You are the fire. Make sure you keep that fire burning and keep that beat steady.
Hi! You're back for camp. How was it? Great, it was awesome. I'm Molly. Nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Eleanor. What about you? Let's sit down and look at this tune.
You guys ready for the variety show tonight?
Yeah, I think so.
A little nervous, but yeah.
Find a lead guitarist yet?
No, not yet.
No, still on the hunt for one.
Oh, guys, it's almost 2 o'clock. We should like change up
yeah.
and go
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
quick.
That's
All right.
a good idea.
Oh, everybody, shoes.
I got mine.
So you guys all ready for the big show tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah? How you getting there?
We don't really have anything.
You don't have a ride there? You know, every good band should have a place to go, you know, a ride to go, and that's my old tour bus back there. You know, what do you got? Nothing, huh?
Nope.
Well, I got an old motorhome. You're welcome to use it if you want. Here's the keys.
Thanks. That's awesome. Thank you. All right.
All right.
Wow.
Awesome.
Never expected to get a car today. Well, that works. So who's gonna drive?
I lost my license. I can't.
There's no way I'm driving this.
I'm too young. I can't drive.
I got this.
Have you
You ever driven before?
Once. I caught them.
This is why you wear seatbelts. Yes, this is why you wear seatbelts.
Turning right. Oh my God! Who let me drive? Oh my goodness! Get up in the trash can! I didn't mean
Welcome everyone to the Keys Falls Theater Variety Show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Look how many musicians are out there.
You know what? No matter how good or bad we do, we know we just studied with Butch Toll, right? We're gonna be fine.
Next, we have a magic trick. Cain and his vanishing chicken.
Hey guys, found lead guitarist for tonight.
Oh, no way.
Wait, who is it?
Oh, where is he?
He's right here. Come on.
Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up, man? Eric, come out of here. Eric.
Hey, where are you going? Hey. Eric, where are you going?
Anywhere but here.
Why?
I cannot believe you invited him.
Well, what'd you expect me to do?
Find anybody else.
There was nobody else. We need you to come back. You're the only drummer here, and there is a full house in there. The balconies are lined and everything. Now is your chance to stand, Eric. You have to take it.
Fine, but you know what? You owe me.
Fine.
Next, we have a band you've never heard before. Let's give a warm welcome to Standing Fire.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me.
If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, nor the mountain should crumble into the sea, and I won't cry, no, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long
It's really hard to follow an inspiring short film about children, but we're going to challenge these people to do exactly that. I am Alex Steed. I cook food at the Ossipee Valley Music Festival. Thank you. So this is my favorite show that happens at Ossipee. To be clear, though, I don't really get to see much music because I'm usually cooking food. But this is my favorite because it's intimate. It's in this theater. Everyone is extraordinarily enthusiastic about this sort of thing, and these people are wonderful. There are a couple of announcements. The beer tent opens tonight at Ossipee. So yes. We're psyched about that, and you should drink beer if that's what you do. And I think there's also wine, if that's the sort of thing you're into. I want to introduce Joe K. Walsh, who is a phenomenal musician and one of the people who has helped make the String Camp happen since its inception. He's a good guy. So Joe's going to come up here, and he's going to introduce our first performer, Joe K. Walsh.
Well, we look forward to this show every year. It's really a highlight of the year, and the vibe is just better than anywhere else that we get to play all year, so we're so glad to be back. I'm going to introduce my good friend here. She helped get this camp rolling and is here every year, and it's hard to imagine the camp without her. Lauren Ryu.
Thank you. Yeah, what a hard act to follow, man. Somebody's got to do it.
Never follow children or animals.
Right? Those are Grant just said, never follow children or animals. Those are very hard rules in the pro biz, but we're going to do it. So I'm going to play some old time tunes with some fantastic musicians up here on stage with me. It's such an honor to be here again. Something that I love about this camp is getting a chance to play music with people that I don't normally get a chance to do that with. And so although Joe and I have known each other for a long time and collaborated many times, it's really nice. I don't think we've ever performed together. Oh. And I don't, and we know we haven't.
I know we have.
Okay, so we're about to. So this is Piney Woods, and it's a trad old time tune, and then we'll go into a tune called House on Hadley that I wrote. Yeah.
That was wonderful. So I love this. I love this concert in particular because the people who are up here are obviously extraordinarily talented, but they're not just from. A lot of people are from here that represent the talent in Maine, but other people also represent talent from elsewhere, such as Brian Thomas Eaton. That is correct. Thomas Brian. Thomas Eaton, and he told me I was going to screw that up, and he is totally right. So it's Thomas Brian Eaton. My bad. Who is from Nashville, or is living in Nashville, which is a wonderful town, and they are going to play some music. I can tell you also that Thomas is not a picky eater, and I appreciate that about him. So, all right, here it goes.
That's right. I like to think my mother taught me well. Maybe let's put this over here for good measure. All right. Well, yeah, it's been a wonderful week. This is my first time up at the Ossipee Valley String Camp, and it's been fantastic. Yeah. I'm gonna try out a song I wrote. It's on a record I put out a couple years ago. It's kind of a silly song, but that's all right. We can get silly sometimes. It's called "Lately I've Been Thinking." 1, 2. Why don't you walk in my shoes, and baby I'll walk in your boots? Well then maybe at least one of us could start to tellin' the truth. 'Cause lately I've been thinking and drinking while I was thinking, and thinking about drinking all the time. Now you can put on your Sunday dress, and I'll put on my suit. And you can walk for miles in my shoes, and I'll go dancing in your boots. When we first met, you told me, well, you wanted to plant some roots. But it wasn't long till I saw you were shining up those boots. Now that got me to thinking and drinking while I was thinking, and thinking about drinking all the time. Well, now I think I'll take my chances. I can't stand another dispute. And I could walk for miles in my shoes, but baby, I just burned your boots. Thank you.
Thomas Brian Eaton here, our first timer. We have another first timer here. He's come to the festival many times, but he's never been at the camp. And he's never been in this room, and I'm really excited to have you welcome him here. Nate Sabat.
Thanks, everyone. Well, I've been playing at the Ossipee Valley Music Festival for, I think, 6 years straight now, but I never have been at the camp yet until this year, so I'm really excited to be here. And the rest of my bluegrass band, Mile 12, is also here teaching this week, and we're playing a set at the festival on Friday, so I hope to see a lot of you guys there. For now, I'm going to do a really fun tune that I actually taught my bass class this week. We learned the first half. Where are my bass students out there? Can I hear some round of applause? There's not many of you. I want to hear it nice and loud. Okay. Hey, guys. Those were not all the bass. I think those were more than the bass players, I'm pretty sure. There's only 7 of them, so hey, guys. But this one goes out to them, and it's a great tune by David Grisman called The Dog's Waltz. That's interesting. That'll work. Hopefully it doesn't fall over. All right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2.
Mr. Nate Sabat.
Thank you, Nate Sabat. We have all of mile 12 here, and I'm going to introduce another member right now, also an absolutely fine eater, and I'm going to let you know how everyone eats, because that's how I know these people. We have David Benedict, who is about to make you very happy.
Thank you so much. Yeah, they had ice cream sandwiches yesterday, and on the package, they're called Fat Boys, and I definitely indulged in one of those, I'll say. But I'm going to cheat and have the rest of my band join me for a tune here. This is a tune I wrote a while back. It's one I've been working on for a while, and finally came together. That was that ice cream sandwich, I think. Finally came together a few months ago, and we recorded this off a record that we just released, I guess, back in March. Still feels pretty new to us. But yeah, this is one that really came to life through the arrangement of the band here. I remember sitting in my living room and just like beating our heads against the wall trying to figure out what to do with this tune. And then Nate brought this really great idea, and we fleshed it out, and there it was. And it's kind of the beauty of getting to play in a band, is that you kind of bring out the best in each other. So we'll try to do that for you now. There we go.
So is this just for me, this one?
Yeah, just for you. All right. Shall we? Yeah. All right.
David Benedict, one of the best mandolin players you'll ever hear. We have a repeat visitor here. If you were here last year, you enjoyed this next performer. She's an amazing fiddle player, singer, songwriter, and she'll be playing at the festival on Friday. And we're psyched to have her back at the camp for her second year, Carolyn Kendrick.
Hey, everybody. I'm going to have a couple friends come up with me. Would you please make welcome Micah John and Ethan Hawkins? So, I'm kind of notorious for only learning sad songs. And I think it's kind of like a catharsis of sorts, you know, like that's kind of how you get feelings out. But a lot of really great and happy things have kind of been coming my way lately. And so as I was thinking about what I was going to do this week, none of the songs I knew really felt right. So I really want to dedicate this to everybody that's part of the Ossipee community because it's just become such a place of home for me. And every single one of you are part of that. So can we just, yeah. This is a Tim O'Brien song called Safe in Your Arms. It's been one of those days when the world's in the way and trouble keeps coming to call. And the weight of my worries is dragging me down, and I need a place I can fall, safe in your arms, safe with you holding me tight, safe in your arms, safe in your arms tonight. Well, I thank the Lord that brought me to you. I thank you for being my friend, for giving me hope and undying love and a place I can dream once again, safe in your arms. And I'm glad the day's busy, I'm glad the day's done, and the night winds are starting to blow. And I don't have much in this world to my name, but I have a place I can fall, safe in your arms. Safe in your arms, safe in your arms. Can you guys sing that with us? Safe in your
arms, safe with you, holding me tight, safe in your arms, safe in your arms tonight.
There you go. Micah, Ethan.
It's Carolyn Kendrick. By the way, that was, I think Micah, this is the first time a student has played the staff concert, which is fantastic. And Joe pointed out it's the first time someone who's worked in my kitchen has played. So that was Ethan. Okay, so next up is a legendary banjo player who flew here from an overnight flight. What is that called? A red eye from Portland, Oregon. He has played with Frizzell and Dave Matthews and is he's like a tall Buddha. So he's gonna come out here and be that in front of you. All right, that's Danny Barnes, who I'm talking about.
It was overdue to come and tell you that I needed you to think about how life is strange. I get afraid of the psychic change needed. Baby, be my Valentine. I'll be yours and you'll be mine. I'm learning to forgive you, baby. You give me to. Don't give up on the sunshine. I can still learn a thing or two. Last night I was watching you sleeping. I touched your hair and I felt your hand. You softly spoken, mumbled to me something. Tried so hard to understand. I laid back down and I listened to you breathing. Glad to know that I was your main man. I'm learning to forgive you, baby. You give me tea. Don't give up on the sunshine, 'cause I can still learn a thing or two. coming down like raindrops. Waking up to smiling, making toast and tea for breakfast. I wash my face and check the TV. I'm learning to forgive you, baby. Would you forgive me too? Don't give up on the sunshine, 'cause I can still learn a thing or two.
Mr. Danny Barnes. We're going from one of my favorite banjo players to one of my favorite banjo players. This is her first time teaching here at the camp, and she's a spectacular musician. She comes from New Zealand. She's an amazing human. How about it for Bibi Bowness?
Hey. Yeah, let's lower the center mic. How you guys doing? How about that? This is great. We're gonna do. Is this gonna be okay? Yeah. I'm noticing that feedback. It'll be alright. We're gonna do a fiddle tune and Grant Gordy, David Benedict, and this one's called Kettle in the Can.
Oh, this is here now. Oh yes, thank you so much, Phoebe. The Mile 12 is going to France next week, and they're flying there, I assume. And I'm just telling you that because that's a cool place to be, I guess. There's nothing else about that. They'll just be in France while you're doing whatever. I don't. I'll be here too, you know. Why is? Oh, I'm so close. Okay. So you've seen a lot of this next performer this time so far, and you'll see more of him. And I could say a lot of different things about him, but he's played with Steve Martin and Daryl Anger, who's a friend and family member of this festival, or Daryl specifically, not Steve yet, but soon. And his eyes twinkle. That's what I'll say about him. Grant Corday.
Hello. I genuinely did not know that he was talking about me. With the eyes thing, I didn't really. We're going with that. Hi. My name is Grant Gordy. This is my first time being at the Ossipee conflagration, but it feels like home. There are a lot of people here that are very, very dear to me, so it's wonderful to be here. And we're gonna try a tune. It's actually my first foray ever into songwriting. I've written a lot of instrumental tunes, but this is a song. I really think I'm onto something here. I think I have a bright future ahead of me in songwriting. And I sometimes tour with a guy called Matt Flinner, a really wonderful mandolin player. And we do this project called Music du Jour, where each member of the trio has to write a tune that day for the gig that night. Because Matt just decided being a musician already isn't stressful enough. And so we do that. And on one of those tours, I wrote this song. I'm really, really proud of it. And it's called the What is the Meaning of Life rag. Do you need this?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
Oh man, somebody tell a joke.
I've got one. Oh, but I should. Oh yeah,
Decent joke. This is my stage joke. I used to tell this joke about 15 years ago, and I learned it about 15 years ago. There was this guy that asked me, he said, "Hey man, you were on the road for a while, you ever get really lonely?" I said, "Well, yeah, I get lonely." He said, "Well, you know what you should do? You shave one leg, and then it never feels like you're sleeping alone."
Steve Roy, everybody, Steve Roy.
The next performer is already standing here on stage. She's from Virginia. She's a spectacular fiddle player, Irish music, bluegrass music. She's just about the best you could ever hear. How about it for Bronwyn Keith Hines?
Thank you guys. Man, this has been such a fun week. Shout out to all the fiddle students. You guys have been awesome this week. Give yourselves a hand. Yay! Fiddle. Cool. So we're gonna play a fiddle tune. This is one called The Methodist Preacher, and these fine musicians are gonna back me up. We've got Grant Gordy, Steve Roy, Joe Walsh, just in case you forgot. Let's start at mandolin fiddle. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you, Bronwyn, who will be in France next week. Bronwyn specifically, and the rest of Mile 12. So I'm pointing at Joe for no reason. I'm thinking of another person, but the next person who's about to play. So last year, I told people who are here that until recently, I had what I think is pretty good taste in music, but was a limited taste in music. I listened to a lot of punk rock, and I listened to a lot of metal, and I listened to a lot of 90s hip hop. And that's embarrassing when you're a 36-year-old man. And I told you about how Lauren nudged me in the direction of listening to music that sounded cooler, like this music. And this other person who's coming up is an objectively strange person and listens to music made for and by weirdos. I really enjoy that. And he was one of the people who was like, hey, this band that you like, there's a parallel over here, you should check it out. And he dragged me into the friggin' dark side, and now I listen to this stuff. That person is Steve Roy.
Okay, I put new wires on my ukulele today. Okay. I'm vaguely in tune. Okay, so, does anybody know the name of the profession where your job is to know a lot about wine and go around drinking it all the time? Sommelier, yes. This is a song I heard. I love this song. It's called Sommelier. You'd think the life of a traveling sommelier would be anybody's dream. Another town, tasting wine every day. The job's not what it used to be. When I was younger, I would have tasted wine for free. 10 years ago, I could appreciate the subtlety. I'd go toe to toe with anyone. But now my palate just isn't what it used to be. I've lost just a little bit on top of my tongue. You know, my buds aren't what they were when I was young. I answered an ad 30 years ago. No one else did, and so they put me on the road. I learned the trade, but now I'd rather be back home. You know, my buds aren't what they were when I was young. I've got 3 acres up in Michigan. I'm from up there, and I never get to see it in the fall. The Michigan champagnes are going to come into their own next year, and maybe if I'm there, I can help the cause along. You know, my buds aren't what they were when I was young. One must refrain from swallowing. You spit it in a bucket when you're done. But lately, it tastes so good, I can't maintain the discipline. And a drunken sommelier is no good to anyone. You know, my buds aren't what they were when I was young. Good morning, America, how are you? Oh, don't you know me? I'm your native son. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. You know my buds aren't what they were when I was young. Ah, my buds aren't what they were when I was young.
Objective weirdo, Steve Roy. The next person who's coming up has been associated with the string camp for as long as it's been the string camp. He is a good friend and a fine person, and he has been up here all night, and you've seen and heard all about him. I'm trying to think of a cute and quirky thing about him. I saw him get married this year. I mean, that's cool. Come on. It was cool. It was a cool wedding. Joe K. Walsh is another person who I credit to bringing me to the light side. Lovely person. He's about to play some mandolin for you.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I was the bad band in that movie.
Yeah, they were a lot better.
We're going to play a tune that I wrote. I wrote this last fall for this class I have at Berkeley with a bunch of students. It's a tune writing class. We all write tunes every week. And I wrote it the morning of the class, and it turned out to be my parents' anniversary. And so I dedicated it to them, and they're here. And it's called 41 Years.
That was Joe K. Walsh. Thank you, Joe. A couple things before, we're getting closer to the end of the evening, not exactly to the end of the evening, but I want to make sure, does everyone know that the music festival starts tomorrow? I know you people do because you're there. So come to it and see more of this and eat food and drink beer at the newly opened beer tent. You see how I did that very naturally. Another Nashvilleian is on her way up. I have nothing to report about her eating habits. They're exactly right on as far as I can tell. Very enthusiastic. She had a pancake this morning. And I'm very excited to hear what she sounds like. This will be my first time, and I am excited to find out more about Miss Tess. So here goes. Miss Tess.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank Ossipee String Camp for having us this year. My band has played at the Ossipee Festival before, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, but this is our first time at the camp, and it's been great. So, not only all the great students, but meeting some new very talented friends. These guys shred, everyone. They're so good. And just a little PSA, all of the instructors have CDs and records for sale in the lobby on the coffee table out there. So go check that out, yeah. I have a couple CDs, Thomas has some, and I'm gonna play an original song that's gonna be on my next album. I also have a mailing list out there if you want us to let you know when we're coming to your area with our band. Please sign up, and we'll keep you posted on this new album too. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Two people talk down the street while they walk. Hold on a second. I'm gonna start over again. Sorry, I gotta fix this mic situation here. I usually play a guitar that's plugged into an amplifier, so this is a little, I'm like, okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
All right, ready? I'm gonna start over. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Together they pass and they dance if they're asked, round and round so the people can see, but nobody knows them like you and me. Two people ignore when they both close the door, lie awake in their own separate dream, next to each other and under the covers, their eyes close when no one can see, but nobody knows them like you and me. If you don't know how to love me, and all the time that
decide to stay. Maybe one day I'll follow my feeling when I'm not afraid of the change. If you don't know how to love me, I can't tell you how. I know that you're trying, but you should know by now. I've tried to explain it, but just 'cause I'm talking don't mean that you will understand that you don't know how to love me my way. No, you don't know how to love me my way.
Thank you. Thomas Brian Eaton on the guitar.
This Tess. I got one last person to introduce. He's been lurking over here on the stage all night. I have to say, it's a total privilege to be in the position of introducing wonderful musicians to a wonderful community. It's what a lucky thing I get to do, and I'm really glad to share y'all with y'all and vice versa. So it's really a really beautiful thing, and I'm glad to be a part of it. This guy is the lead singer and songwriter in Mile 12. He's a great musician, Mr. Evan Murphy.
Thank you. I didn't know what to wear, so I decided to dress as Danny Barnes for you tonight. That was a good movie at the beginning of the night. I really like that. I like the disappearing chicken part too. That was if that kid didn't get nominated for something, then I don't know what's going on. That was great. Well, kind of similar to what Carolyn was saying earlier, I was thinking about doing like a real sad original song for you, but I thought it might be more fun to just do something kind of rockin'. So we'll do a Los Lobos song called The Whiskey Trail. Rock? Rock? Rock. Heaven is a place where the good men go. Maybe it's a place that I won't know. I'm headed down that whiskey trail. Mama told me not to run 'cause I might fall. Never was the kind to listen much at all. Headed down that whiskey trail. Well, down there on the whiskey trail. Daddy dagged his dinner from a paper sack. Made it out the door and day never came back. Headed down that whiskey
right, this is it. We're gonna play one more tune for you, and I think a lot of you might know what it is. Hint. So especially on our last verse, if you guys will sing along, I just want to take a moment to thank you all for choosing to spend your time with us. Time is like such an amazing commodity, and what a gift for you to spend the week with us, being brave and learning and stretching and making us stretch as well, and coming here and listening to all of this. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty. We forgot to say thanks to two very important people. Bill and Molly make all of this happen. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Bill and Molly. And to Alex for feeding us and emceeing. Woo.
Everyone's a star.
Warm in here, huh?
Yeah.